My name is Chris McGowan. I'm the director of McGowan Architectural, and we are the proud architects of this bronze, steel, and stone-clad residence. We're located in South Yarra, which is a prosperous suburb just south of the Melbourne CBD. It's a vibrant and eclectic neighborhood. We started the process 4.5 years ago. We did actually have a different set of clients when we began. The benefit of getting the second set of clients was that we really could hone in on what their particular needs were and how they wanted to live. You enter off the street through a gate, which kind of filters you from that public domain into the private space, and you pass through the landscape forecourt through the front door, which is this dramatic bronze full-height pivot door. As that swings open, you see the beautiful tundra limestone flooring, and you pass through a modest and intimate sitting room with a fireplace, and look to your left and you see these green walls. So central in the house is a double-height stair void, and the walls of the stair void are covered in a Venetian plaster, and on top of that sits an oculus, or a roof light, that essentially animates that space and filters light down into the center of the house. Beyond that is the first of the two studies, but also has a beautiful vista over the pool to one side and out to the street on the other. The pool is actually located over the basement ramp. If you can imagine this kind of stepped engineering, it took an army of people to come together and kind of figure it out. And while it's not big, it does feel kind of right size within the space. You then enter into the open kitchen, living, dining. You pass through these large steel doors, and the house is fully revealed. You can see the gardens. The statement kitchen greets you on your left, and a large dining table sits elegantly underneath a feature pendant. Finally, you reach the living area, which is complete with entertainment unit and fireplace. To allow the space to feel as large as it can, we incorporated a series of bronze steel sliding doors that fully retract and stack onto each other. We took the floor and continued it from the inside to the outside, which creates this outdoor room where when the doors are open, that boundary is gone and you can live outside or inside seamlessly.
I'm Sarah Anderson. I was the project manager on this beautiful home in South Yarra. Terry, my father, built the client's previous home 20 plus years ago. They approached us when they found this site, and they put their trust in us again to build their beautiful home. The two major materials used throughout this house is steel and stone. We used a natural limestone called Tundra Grey. We used this throughout the project, internally and externally. We have large stone slabs on the facade of the property. These were precisely measured, cut off-site, transported and craned into position, and then mechanically fixed, so there was no visible fixings from the front. We used steel frame windows and doors throughout the property. They were powder coated in a bronze finish, which really complemented the Tundra Grey, bringing out those warmer tones.
We have a heritage overlay on the street, and that's where we ended up with this open gable form at the street frontage. We actually took it and turned it into a organizing element within the build. And then we took that element and we copied it again 3 other times and used it as a light scoop device that brought light from the north deeper into the living and private spaces of the home, being kind of en-suites, walk-in robes, and primary bedrooms. Natural light is one of the greatest luxuries you can have, and it's actually quite challenging to get in an urban environment. An example being even just the splashback behind me. So that's an east-facing splashback, and the way that the range hood sits sculpturally in front of that. The bench tops and all the surfaces in the house are animated by this dappled light that filters in through the bamboo hedging. Jack Merlot, the landscape architect on the project, did a great job of incorporating landscape as a privacy device. The placement and the selection of the landscaping was a vital component and part of the success of this project. It creates this inner urban oasis.
My favourite part of this house is definitely the back room. The design just really allows the outdoors to flow into the room, which is definitely really important being an inner city townhouse. I think we executed the build to the highest quality and standard, and I hope the clients enjoy this property for a long time.
it's a real privilege to be able to work with the tradesmen and the builders and have clients like this that are supportive and collaborative. It's an incredible reward to be able to see the built outcome come together in such a fine way. And our studio and hopefully the team at large is incredibly proud of that.